I hope you enjoyed attending all the virtual events that you were attending this weekend. For those who know, they know. And if you're watching this video much later, like years later, you're wondering what virtual event, don't worry about it. It's no longer relevant. But hey, those who know, they know regarding this weekend. And I wanted to record this video because I know that I have seen conversations about the tagging conversation, and Minister Natolo Bassi was just so funny with that his comment that he actually put out there. It was one of the funniest thing that I saw. And if you've not seen that comment, you should check my Instagram page at SAGENEL TV to see what I'm talking about. But I want to say a lot of times, and this I believe this is a good teaching opportunity. That's why I'm quickly doing this video writing on this particular topic so that we can actually learn something. I've been saying is not entirely new, but I believe I would have your attention at least, or some more of your attention for those who are just interacting with my video for the first time. A lot of times when things like this happen, the situation in which Moses and Mary are getting married, how they met and all that, there's a lot of people, a lot of times, a lot of people want to believe that that's their mean. So after that, to see things like, oh, I claim it as mine. It is my miracle. I receive it. And all what the truth is, marriage is God's institution. It was originated from God, with God, and truly is even for God. And we should be very discerning and be very aware to know that we are living this out for Him. Having said that, of course, prayer is one key part of your marriage. So when you are praying to God and you're believing God for your spouse, whether you're male or female, because we can see from Moses Bliss declarations that he was also clearly praying for his wife. So for those who are always feeling like, oh, it's only women that are praying, I hope you can see now that it's not only women that are praying for their partners. That is not even the point of this video. What I'm trying to say is, because it happened for Mary and Moses Bliss this way doesn't mean it is going to happen that way for you. You get? So again, back to what I was saying. I said this in a video that I recorded recently. I'll say it again. A lot of times, future wives, especially future wives of faith, they limit themselves. And limiting is not by saying, I'm going everywhere. It starts with your mindset. They limit themselves to the possibilities of the men that can find them by already closing out certain countries, certain congregation in their mind. What I see, one distinct thing that I see from Moses Bliss and Marie's engagement, is that they were two believers who were open to meeting each other from the body of Christ. They were not bent on saying, oh, I must meet from my church. Or at least the guy was not bent on that. And clearly, the lady as well. So that is lesson one. On this, I want you this year to be much more open to meeting your husband from the body of Christ, rather than saying you want to meet your husband from your congregation alone, or from your church circle, or from your own party. I'm saying your denomination, your church alone. Now that takes me to number two. We are not trying to say, or I'm not trying to say, don't meet your husband from your church. Of course, I cannot say that many people will continue to meet their spouse in church, in communities, in their close circle. The number two part I want to say regarding this is, for I've said number one, so be open. Number two is, some of you watching and who will watch this, you have people in your community, in your church, that you both are supposed to be together. You're supposed to be growing together. You're supposed to be on the journey to getting married, but you don't rate this guy. I'm talking to future wives now. You don't rate this guy because he's not on Moses Bliss level. Moses Bliss's level. I think that's what's supposed to be. Anyways, yeah, he's not on Moses Bliss level. So that takes me to point number three, or maybe point number 2B. You have to understand that and this is where we talk about patterns, probabilities, possibilities. You have to understand what are the chances that somebody stag was going to get the person married. And now that everybody's thinking it's glitz and glamour, I hope you know it's not all about tagging. Because I've seen people say, I just tag people and that's all. No, I was checking Pastor Nathaniel Bassey's page, and he posted them congratulating them. And you could see Marie and Moses thanking him. Where's my phone is not here right now, but Moses, and I paraphrase now, was saying something about, oh, thank you, you were there through the challenges. I just really want to say thank you and all that. That showed you that there were challenges, or they encountered some sort of challenge. Now, whether it's personal, whatever kind, we don't know, and that's not the focus. We don't need to find out. It's not our business. But you can see that, hey, as adorable and as loving as this couple were, it wasn't all like, it just wasn't all gold, or it wasn't all glittery, in the sense that you could they share he said it himself. The comment is there on that's on Natal Bass's page, the page where he posted them, and they were really thanking him. And I was glad, I was happy to see that, because I, like myself, now I'm teaching this, and I hope people will see that it wasn't about, oh, so she tagged him, then they started chatting, and that was the end. No, there was a process. How I'm even saying it is that at some point, maybe Pastor Natal Bassi came in as some sort of coach for whatever the situation was that they were really thanking him for, that he was there for them at the time. Okay? So if we want to tag that, we can say Pastor Natal Bassi was their coach who helped them through that situation, to the glitz and glamour that we're seeing and we are appreciating today. So circling back to what I'm saying, for future wives watching, of course, I've discussed this, so I'm not going to repeat it again because I want to keep this video to a particular length. Of course, everybody wants to get married, or most people want to get married to a guy like Moses Bliss, his status and all that. I've said it many. In fact, it's almost as if I always repeat that particular conversation about status and all that. Please go to SAGENEL TV on YouTube, check the Meet Your Husband playlist to watch that, to settle that if you're still dealing with that. But it's not going to be possible for everybody. It's not that it's a course. Everybody is not going to meet their husband at Moses Bliss level. Many more, in fact, are going to grow with their husband. Yeah, many more are going to grow with their husband. And yeah, at some point, your husband will be great as well. You, of course, I hope you are planning also to be great. Okay. So you will be great. It's very important so that you don't lose yourself on the journey to marriage. And talk about it all the time. I'm not addressing it here. Again, check the playlist. So for those who are always thinking, oh, it's all about the husband must be big, he must be popular, he must be known. It's not going to be so for everybody, and you need to be satisfied with that. A lot more people, that's why I say probability, patterns, possibilities. A lot more people are going to grow and build with their husband, and that's totally okay. That's totally okay. And then some people will meet their husband or their wives big and popular and well known. Good for them. So when you're asking God for your miracle, that's really what this video is about. I want you to consider probabilities, patterns, possibilities, and maybe I'll do that in another video. But what I'm saying is, you want to be you want to, as you trust God for your miracle, you want to be in touch with what He's saying regarding your reality on ground. What kind of man is God talking to you about? Who are the people within sphere? Who are people talking to you? And one of the things I continually say that I talk about is how to help wives to recognize their husband. You may be talking, or a guy may be in your DM now that is not like Moses Bliss. And when we talk about husband here, we already have the character of the kind of man. So please, I'm not talking about your ex who dumped you, who did not do well, who was cheating on you. Those are not the kind of men we talk about in this space. I just need to put it out there for those who are new. We have a kind of man we talk about. So yes, that's the kind of man we're talking about. But what the point I was trying to make is, I can't even remember my point now. Anyways, the point I was trying to make is, there are those guys who are not there yet, but they are yours. Are you not responding to their DM because you think, oh, who are you again? Some people claim, oh, it's I don't know, but like some people are just biased. Like if it's not a certain kind of guy, then they don't care for it. You need to work on that. Bias, check the Meet Your Husband playlist on the SAGENEL TV. I want to close out with the fact that you could see finally that Marie shared, because I did the research. I made sure that I went through research. Okay, I went through the level of research before doing this. You could see that Marie was saying that Mary was saying that she felt led, she felt nudged. She didn't want to do it. It wasn't really her thing to be posting a music video, but she went ahead to do it regardless. So, what are some things that you're feeling nudged by God to do? And it's not when she was doing, she's not like, "Ah, my husband may seem." No, that's not how she did it. And that's why I say a lot of times, a lot of the things that we need to attend to and how God will reveal himself to us is through the things that he has asked us to do. But you watching, how many of the things have you done? And no, your own will not, most likely will not be to dance to a challenge. It may be to reach out to somebody. It may be to be friends with somebody. It may be to visit. It may be something where they're just like, what's this, God? Like, I don't want to do it, but God needs you to do it, and you don't know. It would lead you to where you where God needs you to be. Especially if you are trusting for a kingdom spouse, it's not to go basket that you're doing. And for the when Moses Bliss reached out, when obviously when they connected via the DM, I can see that she had deleted some of her posts. I can see there's a way Instagram does when a person has deleted some of. So I think before she came to limelight, and when I mean limelight, I mean before she was announced through Moses Bliss, maybe they agreed. Anyway, she deleted some of her posts. But what would have happened is that Moses Bliss must have checked her page as well to see some of the posts there, maybe the ones she has deleted, and he enjoyed some things, he liked some things, and then he started asking that question. So, what's your page about? Is your page just about posters, or does your page reflect your personality and ideas, the things that you ideas and ideals that you stand for? That's the question I want to leave you with as I get your comments. And please do well to subscribe. Come back to SAGENEL TV for more. Thank you for watching.